Another one, just to show you the variety of things that can be achieved, is this one here. If I run this, I can now press keys on my keyboard. And I can make music. I don't know how well you can hear this on the video, because I'm not recording the sound straight out of my computer. I'm recording via my headset microphone, and I don't know how well the sound comes through, but this really makes music. So you can really play this and make some music with it. Producing sound in Greenfoot is very easy as well, and so you can produce the graphics, you can produce the sound, which makes it quite easy to do examples like this. Show me a bit. Let me show you a bit more about the interaction that you can do in Greenfoot. When you have some objects, here I've got another example with wombats, and I can put a wombat here into the world. And if I make it act, it just runs around here at the moment. And I can put a leaf in, and if I let it act, it will go on the leaf and then eat the leaf and go on. I can not only use the control buttons to interact with this, I can actually click the object and I see all the public methods that this object has. And so here, for example, I can directly invoke the turn left method and the wombat will turn, and I invoke the move method and the wombat will move. I can also use methods that have parameters. For example, here set direction. If I put in a direction, there it turns around. And I can deal with return values. For example, here get leaves eaten returns an int. If I invoke this, it tells me how many leaves this wombat has eaten so far. And so this is very nice for interactive testing during development phase. If you have written a single method, you can immediately try it out. And then you can have programmatically here put a few objects into the world and make it run. The resolution of the world is variable. So here I've got a fairly low resolution, which means very large cells. The world is always a grid of cells, and here you see that the cells are fairly large and each object is in a cell. But that is variable, so I can show you another example, Turtle Graphics, for example, where I have a higher resolution world. So here I've got a world that has a 1 pixel resolution. So if I take a turtle here, this is plain old Turtle Graphics, pretty much as you know it. So if I put a turtle in here, it can move in a much more fine-grained way, because it can move on a pixel basis. I can put my turtles in here. And I can mix the programmatic execution and interactive execution. I can stop the execution and then say here to this turtle, I want to change the color, and say change this turtle's color to green, and you see the pen here of the turtle pen goes green now, and if I continue running, this will now draw in green. Turtle Graphics is, we've included this as a demo because people know this as a micro world. It's not one of the most exciting examples, just to show you that it doesn't have to be bird's eye view micro worlds. You can also do other graphical applications. Here's a lift simulation. So we've got a building here with 6 floors, and there's lifts going up and down. So this is a different graphical view. This is a side-on view. Just getting moving graphics on the screen is very, very easy to do, and now you can concentrate on, say, implementing a lift control algorithm. The actual code that you write in Greenfoot is standard Java code, so this can be as complex as you like. You can write very sophisticated code in Greenfoot if you want to. It's very quick and easy to get the first animations on screen, but there is no limit to how sophisticated you can make the code. And if we now add this sophisticated movement with, say, keyboard input, then we are very quickly at games. So here, for example, if I run this, if I click a key on my keyboard, if I press a key, I can switch on the rocket here, my booster, and then I can try to land really fairly slowly. Whoa, okay, that didn't work, so I just reset that and try that once more. I have to land very, very gently. Okay, I'll give up for now. A nice thing about this is that you can actually test this interactively very nicely. So let's say I've just written my explosion. Here I can just interactively put an explosion in here and see what it looks like. And my explosion is in fact written in a way that if it touches anything else on the screen, any other object, that object will explode as well. So if I put, say, some flags in here, and I put an explosion in, I can see how they all explode in a chain reaction. And this chain reaction is not programmed. This is really just interactively done, and this is a nice way how you can test the behavior of your own objects. And then, if just to show you quickly one other game to show you just the quality of animation you can get. Here is, again, I'm controlling this with my keyboard, and now I can, you see that you get so you get fairly acceptable quality animation. So this is clearly playable. You can get reasonably good looking games out of this. So this was the quick overview over some of the types of scenarios you can develop with Greenfoot, and a very short glimpse into how you might get started. If this is interesting to you, go to the Greenfoot website, download the software, have a look at some of the other tutorial videos. We'll try to add more over time there. And that's it for today.